Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. And this time we are going to talk about the probably the best game, the most thrilling game which was there in the Champions League this season. It has to be the second leg of Inter Milan versus Barcelona, and the fact that Inter Milan has now qualified to the Champions League final, this being their second Champions League final in past 3 seasons. It's pretty insane, and we have to talk about this match because this semi-final match of Champions League was pure cinema. Across two lag, this clash was just in football. It was poetry, chaos, heartbreak, and triumph. All over 180 minutes of madness. The first leg ended with a 3-3 thriller, as we had talked about before. Barcelona came in hungry, and Inter came in with a home advantage, given the fact second leg was at their home. And what followed was, as I said, the most dramatic matches of the season. The stage uh, in the first match, the stage was stolen by Lamine Yamal, gliding past defender, playing with swagger, earning praise even from Inter's own coach Inzaghi, and he continued his form. Thuram, Dumfries, and the well-drilled Inter team also ensured they stay in the fight in the first match. But if we talk about this chaos in the second match, man, I cannot simply emphasize more. A 7-6 aggregate finish felt more like a FIFA match than a real life semi-final. Inter exploded from the first vision, like pressing high, exploiting Barcelona's missing fullbacks, and storming to a 2-0 lead. With Koundé and Balde's absent, Inter's wide players, especially Dumfries, just like in the first leg, had a field day. But Barcelona, they don't go without a fight. After the first half being dominated and nullified by Inter, they came back strong in the second half. Eric Garcia scores early in the second half, and then Yamal does his magic against. Inter couldn't take the ball off him. Barca pressed, they pushed, they clawed their way back into the game. And at the end, it was an equalizer by Danny Olmo, the guy who probably had the worst game in the first half of the second leg, whereas in the second half, he was probably one of the best players who was there on the field. But it didn't stop there. After that, you've got Barcelona getting, just bombarding Inter with all the multiple attacks, all the attacks you can think of, doing stuff, Yamal doing his magic, Rafinha being there aggressively shooting and all. Like after so many crosses and everything, there was a moment where Rafinha shot Jan Sommer. Jan Sommer made a save. The ball rebounded. Rafinha went on for a shoot again, and then it was it. It was the third goal for Barcelona, and it looked that as if things have now, taken things have now been completed and it's done and dusted because it looked like as if this 87th minute finished by Rafinha, Barcelona is now going to go to the Champions League final, but it was not finished. As we say, this match was match about moments and the magic which players for the respective team can produce, given the fact that both the teams were equally good to get into the final. And then in the injury time, in the 93rd third minute, Francesco Acerbi scored for Inter and equalized, and then the match went into the extra time. This was pure cinema till this point, both the legs finishing at 3-3 after the 90 minutes. It's been insane. Then started the extra time. And extra time, again, a pure game of madness. Pure game of, like basketball game, as I said. Inter being there, standing strong on their strengths, whereas Barcelona also doing the same. Barcelona pressing high, Inter maintaining their shape, and everything going smoothly. But then comes the magic moments from Marcus Thuram getting past the defender, giving a consequential and an important pass to Taremi, and Taremi putting the ball for David Fratesi, and David Fratesi shooting the ball first, faking to the defenders of Barcelona, and after that shooting the ball, scoring the fourth goal for Inter after getting a 2-0 lead, being down 3-2 by Barcelona, then coming back in the game, now again taking the lead. Inter being there now in the lead again at the 99th minute of added extra time. This was pure cinema, and the whole home stadium of Inter went nuts. And it was after that, you got also the most one of the most entertaining last 20 minutes you could see in football matches. Inter being there, doing their things their best at their fortress, defending and avoiding the crosses of Barcelona. It is Barcelona again doing the best at what they are, bombarding with attacks, putting on crosses, putting on shots. But then you've got a man who's got a tower in the name wall in the name of Jan Sommer, saving, doing some crucial fingertip saves of balls by Yamal and some other shots. And you can just simply these moments were something which actually solidified the fact that Inter has to go in the final of Champions League. And it's not as if the Barcelona side didn't give the best. As I said, all the players gave the best. You could not at the final after the 90 minutes in the added extra time, all the players playing on the field, you could say none of them were there, who didn't give their best at any point of this match because this match was so entertaining and was so pure cinema. And based on that, the match, the final time whistle is blows. Inter is 4-3. They qualify to the second final in the past 3 years of Champions League, as I said before, and thus solidifying themselves to be a force to reckon with in the European football in current scenarios. Man, I cannot emphasize on how entertaining this match was. At one point, I was like, Barcelona is going all the way. Definitely, they were the favorites, but then Inter came back. There was a point where Inter looked like as if their mentality has gone down, but from there they came back with the magic moment. They equalized 3-3 and then 4-3, and it's all history now. These kind of matches are something which make you fall in love and make you feel that watching football is worth it. And if we are to talk about the season of both the team, Inter, they definitely fumbled Syria this time, though they still have a chance and they are in the title race. But they ensured that they are at their 100% when it comes to Champions League. Whereas if you talk about Barcelona, Barcelona was definitely missing the presence of Jude, Koundé, and Balde. But in spite of that, they also had an amazing, terrific season. The kind of negativity and the pessimism which was there present in the Barcelona campaign before the start of this season, in spite of getting Hansi Flick and all the players, because the way Xavi left and everything, the kind of campaign they had is pretty good. It's beyond the expectation which they had initially, but yes, of course, you know, it always feels bad when your team gets knocked out. I did the same when Atletico was knocked out, but they should be proud of the point at which this team is, the way they have played this season. It's amazing, and from there onwards, it's 90% that they are the one who's gonna win the La Liga. So they'll definitely gonna do the domestic treble if we are to see into things, because they've got next decisive match against Real Madrid. But they should be proud the way they have played this season. They have adapted and everything, and there's nothing to lose. There are always things to gain. That is it for this video. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching till the end. Please subscribe my channel for more. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.